So now you are looking to upgrade your basketball skill level. Well, De Niro Young can definitely help you as long as you're willing to put in the work. Joining me is the co-founder of Drill Masters of NYC, De Niro Young. Welcome.
How you doing? Welcome. How's everything?
Quite a story there, right?
Yes, it's sad because you have a lot of people out here who genuinely are out here to make the kids better and have the kids' best interests at heart. And it's a sad situation what's going on over there.
Right. Well, you know what? Speaking of upbeat situation, you are training young girls and young boys in how to upgrade their basketball game.
Yes. We start at ages of 5, on the way up, boys and girls. And right now, we're just all over the place. If you have a skill level, if you don't have a skill level, you're more than welcome at Drill Masters NYC. And we're just here to make every kid the best them that they can be.
Now, as far as what is your long concept, as far as your long-term goal, your end game when it comes to Drill Masters?
Well, ultimately, we're trying to get our own building where we can offer many different things for the kids, after-school programs, weekend programs where we have basketball, have a couple of classrooms where we could do tutoring, offer kids how to get a job, how to be successful in life, far as being able to go on an interview, how to look, how to do different things also.
That's cool, but on the court, what is the end game? I mean, how long will you train a young woman or a young man before, you know what, you can say, man, this ain't working.
Well, hopefully we never say that this ain't working, hopefully.
Right.
So the end game ultimately is when the individual decides that they don't want to play ball anymore. Mm-hmm. So at every level, you have to be consistent on what you're doing. Whether it's basketball, if you're playing the piano, it's about hard work and dedication. Right. So the end game is when you decide, you know what, coach, I don't want to play ball no more. I've gotten everything out of it that I can, and I just want to stop. So that's when the end games happen. Until then, is constantly you're working out, conditioning, dribbling, shooting, defense. You have to work on all aspects of the game all the time.
I see a lot of these drill masters, not drill masters, especially drill or basketball experts, let me put it that way, that concentrate so much on the offensive game. I mean, they'll emphasize dribbling, shooting, passing, but no one really talks about defenses because defense is just not a sexy as dribbling?
It's not as glorified as the offensive side of the game, but without defense, you don't have a game. Defense always leads to offense. So at Drill Masters, we work on defense just as much as we work on offense because if you don't have the ball, you got to play defense. You got to figure out how to stop your opponent because at the end of the game, whoever has the most points is the one that wins. Mm-hmm. So as coaches, we tell them, whoever get the most offensive stops, that's who's going to win the game at the end of the day. So we work on defense just as much as offense, but defense is not as glorified as the offensive side of the game.
Recovering, how do you recover mentally also? There's a mental aspect to this game, mental aspect to basically all sports, but especially in terms of basketball because you're switching back and forth from defense and offense. Yeah, and how do you recover? How do you recover if you're stopped? How do you recover if the ball is stolen from you mentally?
Yeah, well, mentally is 80 to 90% of the game is mental. You have to be able to think this game. You have to, it's like chess. You have to know if you do A, what's the different outcomes of it so that you can be one step ahead of your defender. So mentally, we tell a lot of kids, we're college coaches, just because you turned the ball over doesn't mean the play is over. It's what you do after that the college coaches look at. So you have to be able to mentally automatically react and get back on defense. You have to now get a stop. They stopped you. You have to now figure out how to stop them back. So we work on a mental game also at Drill Masters so that you know how to react in different situations.
You have one popular pupil who's out there, right? Somalia?
Yes, Somalia Clark Gabriel.
Tell us about her. How's she developing so far?
She's still developing great. We had an awesome summer. We was featured on SportsCenter Top 10, number 4. The New York Liberty invited us to come down to their training center, then to the game, and they put it on a big screen. So she's been continuously developing. She's shooting better. She's dribbling better. And we've been working more on the actual game of developing the skill to put into the game so that when it's time for her to get out there and really be on court playing with, more kids in a game setting, she know how to take them drills and put it into the game.
That is one thing I want to touch on. Making these drills applicable to game situations, because you can dribble, look pretty, going through cones and everything like that, and you're shooting off the off the dribble and that sort of thing. But how do you apply these drills to game situations?
Well, if you play the game, you know a lot of things that go on with the game. If you're a student of the game and you really study the game the way you're supposed to.
Because I can look pretty,
Yeah, everybody can look pretty when nobody's in front of them doing that. But to be able to do certain things in front of a person is one thing that we do. We try to make as many games as possible of our students so that we can see what they're doing on court in the game. And we take that back when we back in the lab, which is, when we in the gym working. And that's how we work on different things of the game. Well, are you getting to the open spot? How are you thinking the game? How is your reaction time? When you're dribbling, are you dribbling too high? Are you getting low enough to cut the defender off? So we go and really study who we're dealing with so that we have a guideline of what we're doing with them in the gym.
Give me an example of a particular player.
So I have a client named Deja from Connecticut. So over the summer, she was on the AAU circuit. She also went right after the summer to a couple of college workouts and visits. And one thing that the coaches told them, they said just off of little things that she did, that they know she's working out with a trainer. Because when she gets the ball, she looks up, she looks down court, she's running the offense. So it's little things like that that we teach so that when you're in the game, it just makes you a step ahead of the person that's standing in front of you.
What are some of the things you feel that most high school ball players or even junior high school, college ball players are missing today, especially at certain positions? Let's go over the guard position.
At the guard position, there's way too much dribbling. Automatically once you get the rebound, you pick your head up, somebody's running down court. Let's get the ball out quick. Let's get people into open spots and being vocal on court. A lot of point guards are not as vocal this day and age as they was back in the days of putting people in places to make them more better.
Forward position.
Forward position, there's really not a lot of physicality in the game no more. Everybody want to be a shooter. Nobody wants to go down there and, per se, do the dirty work. And at the forward and center position, that's where you're doing a lot of the dirty work. That's where the rebounding come in at. That's where there's a lot of body bumping going. And that's really, quote unquote, the garbage man position.
All right, so what do you got planned coming up?
Well, we have a skills clinic that's coming up at Brooklyn Star Dome on October 3rd and October 4th. Public school is closed that day for a Jewish holiday, so we're doing an all-day camp from 8 to 3. Lunch is also provided. All age levels are welcome.
And that's at the Star Dome, right?
Yes, it's at the Brooklyn Star Dome. You can contact us at Drillmasters NYC at yahoo.com to sign up.
What you got here, man?
Oh, I always got to come bearing gifts for you.
Right,
so last time I was here, got you a shirt, so now I got you a hat to go along with it, and got you a couple of wristbands to go along. You got to be all drill mastered out.
That's right, that's right. That's great. Good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.